everybody. Well. Let's get to the skinny of it. Let's get to what I call the most important news of the day. What does the sidewalks out there look like? Well, you probably can't see them that well, but the sidewalks in Winsted are definitely a mixed bag. Like it always is, every single year.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, I got to my appointments, no problem. I got home from my appointments, no problem. But took notes as we went along to tell you which sidewalks are the worst. First of all, my landlords are not the worst. They ain't the best either. But the worst appeared to be right in front of the hair salon. Only because, I say it because they have a maintenance crew. And they didn't even put any salt or sand down. And they have no excuse. They actually, I did talk to one of the hairdressers. She said, yeah, we got to get some sand. I said, I'm surprised you didn't already have sand on hand. I mean, so good morning to him and Niels. How you doing today? Good morning, Brandon. How you doing today? Oh, both of you are doing good, I suspect. My hair's yours, too. Grizz has gotten his video she wanted. He wanted the concerts from Chris Bliss and me for the 30th and the 3rd. I sent him the raw files straight from Restream, and I was going to upload them up to the Patreon, but unfortunately, their data quota has been exceeded, meaning, sorry, there's no room inside with the Traveler Lodge. So I couldn't buy any more space because they didn't sell space like other places do. So, well, something's gonna have to change. No one really watches my Patreon anyway. But maybe we can get something going with that. Today would also be a good day to practice the violin a bit because I had a chance to watch a bluegrass performer, the way he was playing the violin, and he got a close up of the violin as he was showing him using mostly the G and the D strings to do most of the notes. The 2 strings I have the hardest or easier time with when I have space to properly bow it. The A string was also used a bit. The E wasn't used a lot. So maybe I can get a little bluegrass practice in today just to see if I can get that nice little rhythm going. Not promising any songs or anything. I might just, like I said, practice off camera. But we'll try. To get things in. Good morning to you, Tiff. How you doing today? Candace, good morning to you. Noodles was not here yesterday. Or at least not on panel anyway. He was here, I think, but he wasn't on panel. Let's get the panel open now. Yeah, let's get the panel open now. BGE, if you want to talk with me. Ebony's here. Good morning, Ebony. How you doing? By the way, Ebony, be careful on your sidewalk outside. As you probably already surmised, Jimmy hasn't done a zip thing. Except a half-assed, half-baked, unfinished, quick plow out. He didn't really even do that much. And so be careful outside. If you want to come up on panel, you can. You already have the link. BGE's link. And, let's see what else here. Hope all is well. Feel better, says Jantix. As she said she was. So the sad truth is Winsted is the normal Winsted snow slalom thing, which unfortunately is very disappointing because I say that because that means I have to basically, it's almost becoming winter Olympic competition here. How fast can you get around in a walker around snowdrifts? Did you see that you were my second most channel in 2025? No, I didn't. Where did you get those stats from? I mean, it's interesting. I'm in tears. I just wanted to listen. Sorry about that. I'm not going to ask unless you want to talk about it. I'm just sorry that you're not feeling emotionally well. So, hello, Emily says again. Tiff says, carry some table salt with you. Yeah. I did buy a whole new container of iodized table salt because I was just about out for food. Never mind for throwing it on snow. Oh, really? Okay. And, I also... Right, I know it does. Yeah. Actually, technically, snow also. But you also need something to grit with. So, if you're going to be acting as a human snow removal team, you might as well find an efficient way to spread the sand and salt ahead of you as fast as you can. Which means getting to the town garage to go pick up a couple buckets full and carrying a whole little kid's beach pail and little shovel and keep sprinkling in front of you. But normally what I do in the wintertime when I can is I try to stay home when I can, so I don't have to go and deal with that as much. Bean jeans. What was here? I'd show you. I'd shovel for you, says Tiff. Well, I appreciate that. Maybe I can get a snowplow attachment on my walker. Say what? Oh my god, that would be an exercise routine for you. All right, Michelle, start plowing. You'd be like so tired just going to Cumberland Farms. You'd be more like a frozen dish rag. Sweat. I'm sorry about that. Everything. I'm sorry you're not feeling well. I really I don't know why some people do have that time of the year where they get so down. But I showed Lomi and I showed some off or singing talents that was not from the playing a record or anything, but just singing a little bit of music. And I don't know what Lomi's range is, but I got a feeling the word soul comes to mind. Oh, yeah. I really get depressed in the winter. My depression really kicks in the summer, in the peak of summer, during Litha, when it's so hot. And all of a sudden, it's like, I'm like at the peak of my mood, because I'm so cold weather oriented. But I do like spring, and I do like fall, and I do like I love winter. But summer is just not my season. I just don't get along with summer. Although I do admit getting around is a little easier. Yeah, you don't have to deal with unshoveled driveways in summertime. Oh, maybe if you're in Dubai, that might be an issue. Well, you're not in Dubai. Thank God. That's hotter than Arizona. So I hear. Yeah. Well, I don't really know if any way I can make her feel any better at the immediate point, other than the fact is that we're talking. Maybe she wants to come up on panels. She can. It's BGE. I know Noodles felt like a couple times like I was trying to ignore him. It wasn't the case. What, Grizz wanted the copies of the music because he wants to make clips. Oh, Grizz isn't here. I wanted to ask Grizz, where does he put the clips when he's done with them? Because I don't know where Grizz puts the clips. I should DM out and ask him that question. Where do you put the clips when they're done? I know someone said that someone created a clip channel. A clip channel. Well, that might be because you have maybe for two different reasons. Number one, it's easier to navigate around when the weather is warm, like when it's 20 degrees Celsius or so. And you don't have to worry about snow and ice. That's a fact. I mean, when I was a kid, I didn't give a crap. I'd go through anything. I mean, I would walk through everything. But as I got older, me and ice just are not the best of friends anymore. I mean, I'll deal with it, but it's not fun, especially when you got patches of black ice just waiting to get you. And like I said, right in front of the hair salon, there were patches of black ice. Because I'm surprised that the landscaper didn't totally shovel it out of there. It was definitely a patchy deal. Ebony says, I'm just so nice. It gets me nowhere. I work, but I haven't got a check. So I have nothing, and the people I help see you struggle and won't ask me if I'm okay and do I need anything. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of people like that. It's not just you. But I mean, one of the things with me is as a Virgo is I'm always putting everybody else's needs before my own needs, and then I wonder why sometimes I feel like I'm being stretched to the breaking point. And I have to sometimes stop and say, hey, wait a minute, whoa, wait a minute. I don't have to do everything for everybody every day. Sometimes I have to say, quietly close the door and politely say, I can't help you today. I can't always do it. I mean, sometimes I can spare the extra energy, but just sometimes I just can't. Sometimes I just have to kind of quietly go, no, I'm sorry, I can't help you today. Tiff says, update on that. I don't have many friends now. Grizz says, when I get done, there are a couple ways I can get to you. I'll figure it out when I get done. Okay. Well, if they're short clips, just upload them to Discord, and then I can put them in the general of my Discord. That's one way to do it. In fact, that might be the best place to put them is in the general of our Discord. That's where a lot of people put their clips. So, what did you think of the quality of videos when you got them? I mean, I know I didn't realize that December 3rd concert was actually split originally into two pieces. But because on the YouTube side, it was all consistently a one big long video. Tiff says, update on that. I don't have many friends now. As far as being nice, I want to explain this. Ebony, there is absolutely nothing wrong with being nice. When you think about it, being nice is not always easy. I'm nice too. I mean, I do have my days when I can be mean, but I usually am not a mean person. But I think of it this way. When the time comes and I leave the building, and I'm up there going through my evaluation and intake with my Mother Asna, which acts as our spirit guide, and stuff like that, they will make notes of everything I have done selflessly and it supported and gave help to people in need without asking for any kind of remuneration. And that's gonna count. Remember, it's one thing that humanity can all do. Is don't worry about themselves, but think about the needs of the others. That's what God wanted us to do. Be excellent to everybody. It's true, it would be nice if people said was, thank you for everything you did for us. That would be nice. But the sad truth is that there's just people who just don't do it. You can give them your shirt off your back, and some of them will just do something and say, "Oh, you're just being selfish. You just want praise. You just want glory." Really? I'm freezing my ass over here. I just took off my damn dress and gave it to you. Where's the selfishness? The selfish person would say, no, you're not getting any. Yes, Taurus women agree too. Galaxy Eyes is a Taurus. Seasons is a Taurus. And Taurus are decent people. Really, they are. Yeah. Libra women are the best. That means Tiff, and that means Krista, which, yes, they are very nice people. Breaking Benjamin's button says, sending beans your way, Ebony. I like seasons. I like galaxy eyes too, by the way, as far as people. I mean, I wish seasons would come up more. Sometimes it come up on panel. I could give the link to seasons. I have her email. I could send her a link, and I know that would basically be a real turn off for Noodles, but that's okay. The thing is, I think seasons and Galaxy Eyes are great people to talk to. As is Krista, as is Tiff, and Ebony. You know, and I think that's a great part of the whole thing. Tiff, maybe we can find a way to make Ebony a happy person, and maybe we can get the two of you guys together over on our Discord, and you guys could talk. We can't give her snow smokes because of the rules, but we might be able to at least get you guys on panel to talk and hang out in the general lounge, general chat area. Thank you. Yeah, to my knowledge, Jantic should be the only Aries here right now. I don't know if there's any other Aries. My landlord's an Aries. An old grumpy ram. Golden Girl's an Aries. She's not here right now. Comedy Flu's a Virgo. Got a lot of Virgo. We got a lot of Virgo power here. Yes, we do. Well, thank you, Galaxy Eyes. You're welcome. So, that's just what we do here in this morning show. It's not to do the kind of stuff that Needle says, like shock jock, kind of content. We're doing crazy stuff just to get views. First of all, we don't need crazy stuff to get views. This channel, because of its unique nature, gets views anyway. Because it's one of the few channels on YouTube where people actually care and talk to each other about everyday stuff.
Oh, yeah!
And I don't mean the preconceived drama bullshit.
Oh, yeah!
I'm talking about the real world and the real lives. And we express our real feelings. Yeah, so does my landlord. And trust me, he's got the horns to do it. Get a Capricorn and an Aries in a fight. I don't know who wins. It seems like it's often a draw. My back is wrecked. What do you mean by your back is wrecked? From working? Yeah. Well, Taurus has got the horns too. They got 3 with horns. Capricorn, Aries, and Taurus. Unfortunately, the air signs don't have horns. No. They don't have horns. I guess the closest one that has horns would probably be Gemini. So really? Yeah, they got the spoken powers of Mercury. Yeah, they do. Well, still would like to consider for next year, depending on the way the economy is, depending on how our lives are, the options of relocating. Because, let's be honest, you know as well as I do, this apartment is never going to get the landlord's kiss. No matter what I do. If I can sit there and basically drag him in here by his throat and go, listen, you got to do the right stuff. I'll do it when I can. Do it when you can. You fixed it 1, you fixed it 5. You can't do it mine? Come on, give me a break. You've been told about the window for years. You haven't fixed it. What happens when the glass finally falls out? Dad, I'll do it. Yeah, and then you're right. Well, I'm freezing in the cold. Yes, you really will do it. Let's see. LMAO, okay, had me worried I wouldn't have security. Yeah. Gators and snakes. But for the next few days, it's still going to be the very cold days. Daytime temperatures are only going to be about anywhere from 30 to 34 degrees Fahrenheit or -1 to 1 degree Celsius. And I said that's average. Then maybe we might see a day or two where we get into the 3 or 4 degrees Celsius, but almost up to 40. But we'll have to see. Everything else, the galaxy. Andy, talking about the choke there, yeah. So, what do you think Winston needs to do? Seriously. Winston, the city, what do they need to do? Yeah. How about working to try to get the weather more balanced and make sure people shovel the driveways and sidewalks so people with me don't have to worry about having to do the Winter Olympic sport of sidewalk slalom. I hate sidewalk slalom. It was bad enough when I used to walk without a walker. Now it's even more frustrating with a walker because I gotta push that thing ahead. Oh, I'm trying to get around snowbanks. Yeah. Uh, 5 likes. Hey, how about a few more? Yeah, come on. How about a few more likes, guys? For free.
Yeah!
Yeah, let's get some more in there. Now, by the way, I saw a list of some of the cheapest rents in the United States. One of the places is Tulsa, Oklahoma, Houston, Texas. There's a city in Indiana that's cheap, but I didn't see Connecticut anywhere in the list. Or any places in Connecticut that have the cheapest rents. That's because Connecticut's not cheap. No, it's not. Oh, yeah, Brownsville, Texas. Thank you for reminding me. Brownsville, Texas is also cheap. Very cheap, but also very hot. And definitely got a lot of Mexican influence in housing and living accommodations. You can get rents down to $450 a month, and that was as of 2024. I believe the other place in Indiana was Gary. Was it Gary, Indiana? I think it was Gary. I think it was Gary, too, yeah. Cheap rent in Gary, Indiana. Yeah, but you still gotta deal with the snow. How about someplace where the snow is more just ornamental and just looks nice, but doesn't really become a major debilitating factor? I don't know. South Carolina, maybe? South Carolina. What's an idea? Well, I know. That's the reason why it's so damn cheap. Nobody wants to live there. Oh, Grizz, they get you. Absolutely. Yeah, that's true. When you start have to worry about installing automated firearms to basically blast out bullets and a remote control to deal with home invasions, yeah, then you know you got a problem. You're going to be spending more money on the security detail than you are going to rent. So what do you gain? You don't get nothing. Well, that's true. Yeah, they usually are inverse proportion, yeah. Cheap housing, high crime. High price housing, you still got high crime, but not as much, because it's like then people have to pay more for housing or actually paying more for police and protection, the tax revenue. Don't worry about it, Tiff. So how's Paducah faring with all the snow they got? I'm still shoveling. They do get snow in Paducah. They do. They do get snow. They do. Galaxy Ice says, I just don't underestimate a family of Mexicans either. Either one unit will move a whole non-working vehicle that is similar to the Amish. They make do with what they got. Which means if they got 5 people, they're going to go ahead and they're going to pick up that car and they're going to carry it to the nearest garage for you. In some cases, especially after they take the tires off, carrying it is exactly what they're going to end up doing. Yeah, but Tiff, that's problematic too, because Florida is so built up and so, it's. I mean, Ed lived in Tampa. Ed lived in St. Petersburg. Ed lived in Miami. You know what? What did he get out of it? He told me. He said, first of all, it's still very populated and things are not cheap anymore. Which is true. They're not. Macon, Georgia is kind of cheap. It's not as bad as Atlanta, but the bugs still basically unionized, and basically you're still dealing with very hot summers. Yeah. Yeah. I understand that, Tiff. Yeah. So, I mean, right now, as I said, next year I would like to relocate. I don't know if I'm relocating or not. And never mind the Stan CT jokes. I don't know what the long term is. Yeah, I know. Georgia can be nice. It's got a nice country setting. Kind of has rural regions of Georgia that's, is lower cost living. Off grid living in Georgia is possible. Kentucky? And not really. Kentucky is kind of off grid hostile for some reason. I think what it is that Kentucky's like, well, we want you to sign up for our utility services so that we can tax you. That's the problem with Kentucky. For off-grid housing in Kentucky, good luck. Off-grid living in other similar states, it's doable. For example, Wyoming, Montana. You want to live off-grid in Wyoming, Montana? Of course you can. The only thing is, then you got to deal with the sad reality that you got, edible wildlife, desolate countryside, which is in the middle of nowhere, the world's some of the harshest winters. Somebody suggested Minnesota. Don't think so. Minnesota gets pretty cold. Tiff said he almost moved to Kentucky. My grandpa is buried there. Okay. A Mexican came up to me and asked if I wanted his virgin sister. She was 6 months pregnant and dragging about 4 kids. Oh, I see. Chris says, let's go back and look at Chris here. He said something. Let's pass off my screen here. Let's see if we can find it. I don't know where it is right now. I'll find it later on. I can't breathe. I'm laughing so hard. So, like I said, you could go to Kentucky. I mean, it's got its good things. It's still got 4 seasons. It's still got winter. It's still got spring. It's still got summer. It's got autumn. Summers are hotter than Connecticut, which kind of sucks. But the winter's a lot less, in general, and much less snowy. So you get a little bit less snow, but it still can get pretty cold. Well, thank you very much, Tiff. She says I'm awesome. My brother was born in Crookston, Minnesota. Don't forget to hit the like button. Absolutely. Please do. Yeah. My parents owned a bakery together. My dad wanted all my mom's buns. So says, lurkers, please hit the like button. It's the least you can do. Absolutely. It would help a lot.
Oh yeah!
Lurkers, I would love to hear from you. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Speak up. Just say hello in the chat. We're not going to bite you. Okay? If you've been watching the show as long as you have, and I know a lot of you do, you will know that. We're not going to go out there and be mean to you or hurt you or anything like that. But we just ask you to be respectful of the people here. We put our heart into our soul to every show. Maybe me, Lumi, Tiff, Galaxy Eyes, yes, even Noodles, and everyone else. We put ourselves out here every day. And we just ask you to show appreciation. And even if it's just to say hello and thank you for having us be part of your coffee morning show, even if we don't always say hi. Good morning, David S. How you doing today? So I think they know we're nice people. I think the problem is that maybe the problem is that they see so much blue that they probably think we're at a police convention or something. Trust me, my mods are not going to cuff you and stuff you unless you act like a real moron. And so yeah, we just try to come together, drink coffee or whatever your drink of choice is. Yeah. And I think I got one bad delusional apple and it poisons the whole bunch. Yeah, I think we do too. I noticed that some of the trolls have walked away. Guys, we were so close to 11,000 subs. As of right now, for those of you who are curious where we stand sub-wise, let me show you the numbers. Or actually, let me just tell you the numbers. We're at 10,955. All we need is 44 5 more to hit 11,000 subs.
Oh yeah!
Make it so. No, I never saw what they said about Gidgee. David S said, it's cold this morning. It's a good thing I went out and ran my errands yesterday. Likewise. Well, yesterday you got your hair redone. Yeah, I also got some stuff too. Yeah, a piece of pizza, 2 donuts. And tobacco. And tobacco. And who are these people, David, you're talking about, Noodles? Who are these people? You talking about Yam Ranch again? His music for welfare recipients channel? Galaxy Eye says, good morning, David. The nice David, not Noodles. Well, Noodles can be kind of nice, too. Remember when I said about what happens if a Capricorn and an Aries ever get into a fight? It would be a draw who wins. Well, I think Capricorn would win because Capricorn plans everything, whereas Aries just gets really, really hot-tempered very fast without really thinking through what he wants. Oh, my landlord's an Aries, like I said earlier, so when he gets mad, he blows up, but then usually like 15, 20 minutes later, he kind of starts calming down, you know? What clan? What clan? I mean, there's lots of clans. I'm not part of any bad clan. I'm just... It's... Yeah, that's what I mean. Autistic spectrum. Noodles hasn't been mean to me either, other than sometimes his humor is a little bit dry. David just said I had to buy smokes. Ran to the bank and get a few things for Ancient at my dad's birthday party. Ancient turned 60 yesterday, and my dad's birthday is today. Well, happy birthday to your dad, and happy birthday to Ancient. So, happy birthday to 2 of you. You know. We're in a morning group. Hello, Tiger Kitty. Good morning to you. Panels open. GBE. Golden Girl. How you doing? It's the other Aries that we were talking about. And, Galaxy, Golden Girl says, morning, Tiff. Galaxy Ice says, good morning to TK and Golden. Now let's get some people up on panel. It's already open, Tiger Kitty. BGE. BGE. BGE if you want to talk with me. Yeah. Why would they think we're a bunch of racist no-do-gooders? I don't think anybody here is racist. And Local Live, I never heard of that one. Exactly. The whole locale thing is just scripted. The whole original concept of a locale was it's all based on drama and trying to freak everybody out so everybody starts freaking out and saying weird stuff. Galaxy Eye says red drop to mouth resuscitation. Was that blood to mouth resuscitation? Yes, I know that, Tiff. We all joke around. But you know what? One day, maybe after, the inevitable happens, and I check out, maybe somebody will come back to this channel and go, the show really did make a difference on YouTube for people, and they really did hang together, which I think would be fantastic to at least be remembered for that. Which is kind of related to what Ebony was saying earlier. Let me just say this, Ebony. You may not always get recognition when you're alive, but when you pass on, people begin to remember you. Geez, that was a nice lady that always went out of her way to help people without demanding anything in return. She went out there and offered neighbors assistance. She went out there and helped take care of the neighborhood kids. She went out there and got groceries for me when it was snowed in. And here's Tiger Kitty. Good morning to you. How you doing?
Good morning.
So Ebony was on a little bit while ago.
Oh, good.
And
Hi, Ebony.
she was feeling a little bit down.
Yeah?
But I think that when people don't...
What's up with her?
Yeah.
What's up with her?
She just said that she feels like people don't really appreciate the kind stuff she does. And, I said to her, truthfully, I said that happens to a lot of people, not just you. I mean, we all get there,
Yeah. This time of year isn't good for everybody.
No, it isn't. Not everybody benefits from it.
Right.
I
haven't seen Nads in a while again.
Say what?
I haven't seen Nads.
Oh, I haven't seen her today either. So, I mean, so we had so Grizz has been taking, I gave the video clips for the two Chris Plus performances, and he's making clips out of them. And I suggest he put them in general chat area of our Discord so people can watch them.
Yeah. Couldn't you release them as little shorts?
Yeah. No, I wouldn't release them as shorts. I said clips. I mean, but that's up to Grizz. I mean, say maybe in some ways it's okay to cut them out as portrait streams, but I don't really like the shorts things. I think shorts suck. Because the way shorts are, they just suck.
Yeah. Well, I know you watch the locales, David S. I really can't keep up with it all. But they did talk about this place and showed a screenshot of Michelle's Discord. So we have somebody in the Discord who's wiping shit.
Yeah, we know that. But we'll find out if anybody's actually showing anything really nasty, because we'll just make sure not to do anything nasty.
We don't.
Of course, don't forget, I've shown my own Discord on the show too, so sometimes people see the Discord when I'm showing something.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Have a good day, Golden Girl.
Yeah, see you later, go girl. Keep warm, stay safe. Watch out for the black ice monster. Yeah, well, yesterday the sidewalks were the beginning of the Winter Olympics ice sidewalks.
Right, we have a mole in the Discord. I'm calling a code red. Code red.
No, that's it right now. It's more like a yellow.
Code yellow? You want to go to yellow? All right, we're calling a code yellow. We're not at red yet.
Right, condition yellow. There won't be red alert until we start seeing them do all kinds of crazy crap back in the Discord, like flooding with crap. Then we got a problem.
Yeah, it's not that kind of mole.
Yeah. No, that's not a mole. That's an asshole. Yeah, just don't put anything confidential out in the Discord, because sooner or later.
Yeah, not in Michelle's Discord. The other ones are a little bit safer, but Michelle's is. I don't even know who's in Michelle's. She's got a lot of people in that Discord, but there's only like 10 of us that talk.
Yeah, they're all watching, listening, and if you see they're all white, a lot of them were never really verified. You'll notice that a lot of them are not even verified.
Yeah, I did notice. I was having a look through yesterday. So it snowed here, Michelle.
Oh, it did.
What's it like for you? Let's look out the window.
Well, right now there's no more snow, but let's see. You can see that the roads are okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but the sidewalks are sort of...
they're way too slippery for you to go out in. Don't go out in that, Michelle.
Yeah.
Be asking for trouble.
Yeah, I had no choice but to go for my hair appointment yesterday, and the sidewalk reports is the usual Winsted BS. Some of the sidewalks were clear, some of them were not cleared at all, and
well, I hope you got all your bits you needed, because you can't keep risking that knee, Michelle.
Or worse, what happens if I broke the other kneecap?
Oh. Well, then you'd be in a wheelchair. You would be in a wheelchair then.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that would really suck. I start walking around like the Tin Man.
Oh, Michelle, your whole life would have to change. If you got in a wheelchair, you ain't going to go up them stairs, are you?
No, I wouldn't be able to go up the stairs. That's true.
Yep.
Well, that's the reason why usually in the wintertime I don't go out that much. That's one of the reasons why I thought about Kentucky. Because Kentucky does get snow, but normally not as much. It's Winston.
Yeah, but you'd be in the middle of no fucking where if you were in Kentucky.
In the middle of nowhere with no people nearby. Not necessarily in the middle of nowhere, because it's a city.
No, but you wouldn't be able to walk to the store anyway if you're talking about getting a grid of land.
If I was to find a house in the part of Kentucky that's not too far from the town, it wouldn't be so bad. But yeah, if you went ahead and bought a 2-acre lot in the middle of the sticks, that would be a whole different story. Yeah. So, but I wasn't thinking about getting a house in the middle of this totally desolate sticks because I know better. I'm like, yeah, I need to be able to call, get Instacart. I need to be able to call, for medical transport.
Yep.
Yes, if I had that trike, yes, I could easily drive to my doctor's offices, which is true. But the thing is you're going to be riding a three-wheel trike at 20 miles an hour when the temperature outside is like 20 degrees above zero. Probably not. I mean, you would probably want to wear some pretty heavy.
Michelle, I've seen you in the go-kart with Noodles. How the hell can you ride a trike at 20 miles an hour?
How can I ride a trike at 20 miles an hour? Very carefully. It's exactly what it would be. So Michelle might start out driving at 3 miles an hour until she knows the roads, and then when she feels confident, that's when she may open it up. And the roads at least are straight, so there's not as many hills on it, so you're not going to have to worry about having to hit the shifter so much. Yeah. And the legs would be definitely strong. Even the bell with the bum knee would still be able to make that pedal go. Yeah, fast those pedals can go. And when they need the electric assist, just flip the button and then zip along. Zip. That would be kind of cool, actually. So that's why I was going to get the trike, because not only that, but it has a basket in the back. It actually has a truck bed. So basically, not only does it fold down or fold up to reveal a seat and turn into a seat, so if you had a passenger, you could still almost provide like a little miniature Uber service. Uber by trike. Like a rickshaw. Ooh. In the nice weather, it wouldn't be so bad, but wintertime, your guess would be a frozen popsicle by the time it gets to the destination. Okay, here's a stop. I'm freezing. Well, you called the rickshaw Uber service. I'm freezing too. It's carrying you around. And then, of course, when you put the seat down, you got the truck bed in the back. So think about all the bags of groceries you can throw in the back of there. How likely is it your trike isn't going to take off without you on it, i.e. be stolen? Oh, that's possible.
Quite likely, quite likely.
Quite likely, unless you chain it with a stout chain to, say, a lamppost. Or someone could just be mean and take your battery. Well, I'm going to make sure she has to basically pedal like crazy. I'm taking her battery. You would.
Yeah, I don't think you should be on the road at all, Michelle, to be honest. You're bad enough with your walker, like when you're heading to the store. If anyone's ever seen Michelle crossing that road and head into the store, it's a nightmare. She just crosses the fucking road. Car coming, doesn't matter. She's crossing.
That's not that bad, actually.
Really slow down for me.
I mean, I played chicken on these roads in Winsted for so many years of my life that I know the game. I don't know what that means. But you know what? I'll tell you one thing that I really wish the landlord kept from the original porch idea was the winch. That was a great tool. You know, we didn't have a pulley though, so we just had the hook. So I would just use an old extension cord as a rope, and then I would just bring bags of food up that way, swing them over, and then drop down the extension cord again. Somebody else ties another bag to it and haul it up that way. For some things that worked out great. If I actually had pulleys, it would have been better and less resistance. Hold on a minute. Hold on, landlord. I got it. Hold on a minute.
Jimmy's here.
Hold
I'm
on.
going to try and listen in.
Yeah? What do you mean? I'm live right now, so.
What?
I'm on my show right now. Go ahead, have a seat over there. Landlord's here.
Put the camera on him, Michelle.
Just come on over here. What is it you need?
Huh?
How you doing?
Yo, how are you?
Oh, you guys are gonna work on something. Yeah, they're gonna work on something. Oh, okay. All right. That's why he's here. They're looking at my kitchen floor and my other floor. I think they're gonna
Oh,
redo the
wow.
floor.
Oh, Jimmy.
Thank you, Jimmy, for looking at the floor. By the way, do me a favor. This spring, could you please work on my bedroom window? Please. It blows cold air in here so hard. That floor is the one that's really bad. The
Michelle,
tiles
tell
are
him he's
coming right
wasting
off
money.
That floor there, in that little room.
Okay, you tell me, I understand now.
Okay. Right. So he's just
All
having
that
a-
money he's wasting, Michelle, with that window blowing like that.
he wants to redo the tiles in the hallway.
That is fantastic, Michelle. You look happy.
Yeah, I am, because I finally. But I told him, I said, you still need to fix the window in the bedroom too, because that still needs to be done. There's the bedroom
Yeah,
window.
but you're not asking the right way. What you need to tell him is he's wasting his money.
No, I
'Cause
know.
all the heat's going out, so you're having to turn up the heating.
Well, it's not just this one. It's not just this apartment. I mean, he's got a lot of other windows that are kind of beat up. They're all kind of need to be redone but he can get money from different tax rebates to get new windows. Then they will come in, they'll totally replace everything. No, as I said, he can get a window company come in here and he can just totally replace every single window for him. And he'll get a tax break on that.
All right.
So
Well,
that's something he can do.
yeah, but he doesn't do things like that. He'll just budget.
I think he's starting to get it. I think he's starting to understand what.
You know, he can hear you. You're talking about him, and he can hear you.
Okay, he can hear me. That's fine. I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just giving him some suggestions. He can do that, and he can cut back on his. And he can
just be grateful. He's looking
Oh,
at
I
the fucking
absolutely
floor.
am. Right now, they just went back out to the hallway. So I don't know what they're gonna do. That's how I was like an F-Street Air Police. Yeah. Well, like I told him, I said to Jimmy, he said, my kitchen floor doesn't really need to be done right now. You're right. It looks like a piece of art, doesn't it? Maybe Ray wanted to be an artist. Maybe he was like, oh, wait a minute. She's giving me a commission. Oh, I can show my own personal view of life. And she probably wouldn't care much. Well, I mean, I look at it this way. It does achieve what I wanted. The tiles are not flying up in my face. I'm not tripping over them anymore. So
it's a fucking bodge job, Michelle. You paid for that as well out your own money.
I know.
You paid for the materials and you paid Ray to do it. And he did. I mean, he did the best he could, but he'd never done a floor before.
Right,
I knew
that's what I'm saying. That's why I
didn't even start in the middle. I thought you were.
That's the reason I don't.
I'm not a floor person.
That's the reason I don't hold it against him, because the fact is he never did floors at all, ever, and this was the first time.
Yeah, but if that was me, I would have been embarrassed to take your money. That's all I'm saying. I would have said, "Oh, fuck that writer."
Well, he needed the money too, because things are getting so expensive because of
That's not your problem. He budged it.
Remember what we said about people who help other people and don't expect anything in return?
I guess. I guess he did his best.
He did his
just wasn't
best.
good
I'll give
enough.
him that. I'm not mad at Ray
Well,
for that.
Where's Hammer and Nails? There he is. Hammer, do you always start a floor, like a tiled floor, in the middle? Because I always thought you did. He didn't. He did the edges first.
No, so you start at the corner, then had to make all those crazy cuts in the middle floor. Exactly.
Yeah,
what
that's what he did, Chris. He did the edges.
That's exactly what he did.
Forwards.
That's exactly what he did. And I told him, I said, Ray, all you have to do is, since you can see the pattern of the original tiles underneath, when you pull them off, is just start in the corner and one side and just work your way to the other side. The problem was that the way he put the glue on, he didn't use a proper, V trowel with the mastic, and so he just buttered it like each tile like it was buttering toast, and then the mastic would ooze out, and then it'd be like, yike,
Then you had to scrape all the glue off. I remember.
And then
that.
a couple months later, I ended up going in the kitchen and started scraping the excess glue off. Then I had to use rubbing alcohol to help break the glue down in some places.
I mean, I'm not even a floor person, and I know not to start.
Mr. Kisser said I've seen wallpaper that's just stapled to the wall. Oh, well, I haven't seen that yet. But I believe it, though. I believe it.
He went round and round.
We also, though, we had to...
He did his edging first. He did,
Now, don't forget, though, he also had to get it done fairly quickly because, number one, this is disrupting my whole kitchen, my daily routine.
I get all that, Michelle, but if you're doing a job for someone, you're going to it takes as long as it does. That's just the way it is,
Yeah, well, this was like the Condolium peeling stick, but we didn't realize the original glue and stuff was like crap. That's why we bought the regular floor adhesive mastic.
Oh, I'm going to be so fucking happy if he does your floors. We will never be able to talk about your floors again.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think like Chris Bliss said, and I saw it the first time he did it, I said, this looks like a piece of artwork. And I mean, thank goodness it was simulated marble. Look,
he might as well do your toilet as well if he's doing your kitchen, sure.
Well, he's definitely got to do the back. Actually, more or less, he doesn't really have to do the kitchen as much, but he just wanted to show the guy what was done. And I think the guy probably thought that was kind of interesting. He showed him the little hallway and one where the tiles are starting to peel up. That's the one that he has to redo. I mean, as far as the other parts of the floor, the main floor, in this studio and in the other room, for the most part, that's okay. I also said for the most part.
Galaxy, that's what I always thought. You started in the middle.
So the split, I've heard similar.
Hammer's saying you go to the door, or you go to the furthest place from the door and work your way out of the room.
Well, you got two doors, actually three, because you got the door to the pantry as well.
Does she just pick up the door? Doesn't matter which door.
And then you got the big sink with their own legs on it. You have to work around that.
There's no way he's getting them tiles off, Noah. These things are... when she says he buttered them with glue, she's not joking.
I used industrial strength mastic. He's probably more likely going to end up having to rip up the whole entire oriented strand board underneath, which is partially rotting anyway. Especially when the old refrigerator was. So he's going to probably just have to basically go ahead, come in there with a equivalent of a chisel and just, I saw what the tools he's using, and just basically rip up the entire OSB flooring over the subfloor, which is the same as my main room here, which is the old planks here. Just put a whole new plywood down. Absolutely.
That's true, Brain Dead. Your father was a woodworker and a master florer. Why did you not tell Ray to not work his way around the edge first and then fill it in the middle? You should have known that, Michelle.
I will be honest, my dad doesn't do tile. At least the only tile he did was in our kitchen. He doesn't do tile. He's not the tile division. He's the carpet and hardwood floor division. So they're in division.
Okay.
But even in the kitchen, he actually had help from other relatives that helped out. That were in the tile division. So at least he called in for advice. You know, say, hey, I got to redo this kitchen floor because the original roll of linoleum is crap. And they gave him suggestions. First of all, take the old rolled linoleum up. And then, like you said, find a corner and work your way around there. And then once you get, especially if you got an odd dimension, say like the room is like 141 feet or something, you know, then you figure out square feet. You figure out where you cut those tiles and you get to that one wall. Ideally, you should take up the edge strips in the floor that so that you can put the tile underneath it and it'll look nice and neat. But that's this place. Well, Ray wasn't going to do that either, which I understand why.
And Jimmy's not going to take it. Jimmy's just going to stick something over the top of whatever you've done.
I know. I told him. I said the kitchen floor is not the one that needs to work right now. I said it's the other floor. It's the little pantry. It's the little hallway floor. Particularly, that's the really bad one in the bathroom. The other floor, I don't really.
The kitchen's terrible, Michelle.
Yeah, I know the kitchen doesn't look great, but I'll be honest, that's not the worst. At least the tiles are not trying to trip me every time I walk by.
You're Rocky.
So, hello, Rocky. How you doing?
Yeah, Rambo, that never happened as well. They didn't take the shit out of the room. Didn't he tile around stuff, Michelle?
Yeah. He didn't want to move the stove out because he had no place to put the stove or the refrigerators. So he had to just kind of...
he just went around them.
Yeah, like an island. They just treat them like immovable islands.
He went around the refrigerators. You can push them, Michelle, a few feet.
Like I shrugged. I said, well, you got to do what you got to do. You know, I understand the situation. I'm like, okay, that's fine. You know, deep down in my Virgo head was screaming like, this is fine? Question mark, exclamation point. This is fine? You just don't want to hurt his feelings.
Yes.
Like, yeah. I don't want to hurt his feelings either because then he might walk away unhappy and then I might be left with a floor that looks even worse. So maybe my floor is a reminder for those people who are not into abstract floor art, what not to do. Yeah, well. Oh, well, we still got more tiles, so if the guy wants to finish the job the right way, yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, they're not bad tiles for what they are. They normally come with a glue on the back that says a peel and stick. The problem is peel and stick tiles, well, they don't. The glue after a while gives up, and then it just, you know. I've seen the same thing with regular linoleum tiles, too. Even if they do have separate glue on them, the tiles come off because the glue dries out. Or the adhesive just calls it quits. And,
I want everyone to also be aware, I was against all of this in the fucking first place. I was against her going and getting the tile, which she kind of did behind everyone's back, and got this fucking Lowe's card with how much credit can you get on that? Couple of grand she can get credit on. I was against all of this.
I'm not necessarily going to be able to stream it. I don't know when he's going to do it. I mean, but maybe he might be doing it, start doing it like maybe a few hours a day when I'm not here, or when I'm in the bedroom, or when I'm not live. Because, I mean, it's from what I've been listening, when he's been doing more than just floors. He's been doing cabinets in the other apartments. And the original kitchen floor in that kitchen 5 was a hellhole. I'm not going to lie. That kitchen floor looked like a hellhole.
No, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I just wish we told you get a fucking great ass rug or something and shove it over the whole thing.
I got a great ass rug underneath my desk. And it doesn't do a damn thing for my chair, because my chair has the hardest time rolling on it sometimes. Yeah, I mean, you're against it. I don't have any problems with it. I mean, it did what it said I was going to do. I wanted to make the floor safer, so I didn't have to worry about potentially.
Right. That's not bitch too much, and he did his best.
Right. That's why I don't hold it against Ray. Now, if Ray came to me and said, I have 30 years laying tile, and he did that, I would be screaming at him and say, 30 years, huh? It looks like you have about 30 minutes experience. But he didn't say he had experience. He said, I've never done it before. I'm like, okay, we'll give it a try. If it works, great. If it don't, it don't. But I mean, it can't be any worse where the tiles are coming up, and I was tripping over them, just carrying hot water from pasta over to the sink, to the counter, to drain. I mean, a couple of times I almost fell bringing things to and from the stove because the old tiles kept getting caught underneath my shoes. That's why I said we gotta do something now. It's not a matter of, it's gonna look good.
I know your floor was crumbling and it was shit. I know.
I know. Really bad. That was what it was for the safety point.
Tiles layered in, lathered in mastic, super strength glue over the top of your crumbling tiles.
No, he took the old tiles off.
Did he? You've still got those, haven't you?
Yeah, and I still got some of the good ones, the ones that were not damaged. I still have them, so we could use them on the other floor in the hallway. But why bother? If you're going to go ahead and put a whole new floor in, it made far better, because this guy did a great job for Jimmy. I liked what he did. I was impressed. He did a beautiful job on 5. He did a fantastic job on 1.
There's a lot of flooring knowledge in the chat today, Rocky.
Yeah,
He's very impressed. That's what she bought. She bought the self-adhesive tiles, but they wouldn't stick, so she bought that industrial strength mastic.
I bought the white mastic because I knew it was going to ooze out. At least what's against white tile wasn't going to look too bad. That was a good call on me, because that made sense.
Well, white mastic on a floor, that's going to be a bugger to keep clean, isn't it?
Yeah. It was. No, it isn't. Once you get the glue off where you don't want it, it's not so bad. I mean, the tiles. But here's one thing about white tile. The fact is that it gets dirty, you're going to see the stains. That's absolutely true. Even I can see the stains. What if I really give a fuck to clean it? Which I usually try sweeping at least. My ears are open. Well, let me give you some advice. Don't cheap out. Okay? Don't cheap out. But if you don't know anything about doing a floor, if you're doing it for yourself, DIY, then cheaping out might be an option because at least you can always learn it. And if it really comes out shitty, you haven't really invested a huge amount of money into it.
Yeah. You got it paid off pretty quick.
Yeah, I did. It was because all the donations we got from YouTube. That's why we did it. It's because we had the money. Money was coming in, but like huge numbers. Remember at December and November, we were bringing in almost like almost $1,000 in 2 months.
Yeah. Well,
we might hit that again. We might. But
you might. You don't know.
Well, we certainly came pretty close to what we came with last November. This November, we hit about the same amount. We got about $425 in November. Now we're in December.
Yeah, that's great.
That's good. I mean, last November we got more, but don't forget, last November, me and Noodles went more places too.
Right.
Did
you get your vacuum cleaner?
Tongue and Groove is not. No, it's coming tomorrow, most likely. Hagati said she'll check on that. She said it looks like it should be here like tomorrow. I said okay.
What are you vacuuming? Are you going to be vacuuming your flooring?
I'm going to be definitely trying to vacuum my bedroom floor and my bathroom floor because under the bed is kind of I need to use the power nozzle, which is gonna.
Right. Oh, great. Oh, wonderful.
This has a handheld power nozzle. It's designed for upholstery. It's good for the bathroom floor too because instead of having a long hose and a long power cord, it's just got. It's just the vacuum nozzle works like the same way as on Central Vacs, which is it has the vacuum itself makes the nozzle turn the little beater bar, so it's sometimes used for upholstery. But I figure for the bathroom underneath the tub, that's gonna be better than nothing. I could use the standard.
Okay, well, when you get it, you don't forget to do an unboxing.
Right. But it might be a video because I got a feeling I'm going to be doing the actual unboxing in the other room in the living room because there's more room there.
And then maybe you could give us a little show of how it works. You know, maybe people are looking for a new vacuum cleaner.
Well, the price I paid wasn't the price that Hikate paid wasn't really that bad. It was like $150, which is
what?
It's a canister.
That's a very nice gift, Michelle.
Yeah, it is. It's a generic canister vacuum that doesn't use bags. That was my choice. Oh, somebody else had an electric broom originally on the list. And I took one look at the electric broom. I said, "Fuck this! I don't want this. I want." And I said, I already had a vacuum cleaner I was looking at getting on my other list, so I moved it to that list. So I said, "That's the vacuum I want." It's got HEPA support for air filtration, so you don't have to breathe all that dust back into your lungs after you suck it up. It's got a HEPA filter that's washable.
Right. Hi, Ebony. Hi, Stan. Sorry, I didn't see you, Stan, before.
Yeah, I still see you, Ebony.
But that's not a bad gift. That's a lot of money for somebody to just buy somebody a gift. So I guess it's like, I'm sorry gift. I'm sorry for saying those bad things.
Well, she said something also that that they were going to do. They were originally going to donate. Excuse me. They were going to donate the money to a 501c3 non-profit organization. Decided that because of what I do for the community at large, that they would rather see the money go to me.
Oh, so they had collected money for something.
And then they decided to give it to me instead.
Oh, that's very nice. Very nice.
But then again, it is nice because, I mean, this is what I'm getting at. You say sometimes people don't appreciate the things you do. you always will have your secret Santas out there, your secret angels that will go, hold my beer. You really deserve more than zip. So let me make your life a little bit better. You might one day walk in, somebody might say, here, I have an old car that runs, it's not the newest thing, but I'll give it to you for free. You just gotta have your license and insurance, and that's yours. And I got the title, and you're all set to go. There are people that will do that for you. There are God's special little angels that go out of their way to do those little special things. So yes, good deeds do not go unknown. Maybe they don't always get acknowledged when you're on Earth, but they do acknowledge them. Oh, and I did see a suggestion for my hairy microphone windscreen, because the cat. He said use one of those little sticky rollers on the windscreen.
Oh, yeah, that would work. A lint roller.
That would work. You've
got one. I'm sure I sent you lint roller.
Yeah, I got one. Yeah, I bought one.
That would work great.
Yeah, that would work.
I did it.
Because that's one thing when you have a cat. You get cat hair everywhere. But also you get people hair everywhere, too. Yeah. Okay, someone's come up and piano. It is Noodles, of course. Okay, Noodles, go ahead.
Oh. So, Michelle, did you hear about what's going on with Tim Walls? How people are driving past his house screaming retard?
No, I haven't heard anything about Tim Walls in Minnesota. And the fact is he's done some things that are kind of questionable in the political arena.
Oh, did you hear about those losers over at the Locale, whatever the hell those people are? Were saying, Michelle?
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about it this morning, about the Locale Live people saying he's gone back to the clan.
Yeah, we've been hearing about the Locale news channel there.
We don't know what the clan is short for.
So what do you think they're up to? You think they're going to sit there and try to just badmouth it?
No, well, I saw the clip, and it's this extremely ugly Australian-sounding guy with funny haircut and acting like he knows everything. He doesn't even know this community.
You talking about Vinny G? Because it's the only Australian I know of.
No. Somebody on the Locale Live program, whoever he is.
Yeah, do you even know these people?
No.
Like, here's a weird thing, right? I don't know any of these people. And they know us, which is really weird.
They know us. They know our community. They know we're racist, apparently.
We're not racist.
The worst. Maybe they should watch the show a few times and see how Michelle gets taken out and gifts sent to her. And we actually help her out. We're not here to get money for ourselves.
I hope she does. Fuck those people. I don't like those guys. I don't really say I hate people, but I hate those people.
Yeah. Bunch of fake people, fake news.
Yeah, fake news is the key word.
Fake.
Yeah. For real. It's the fakest show on freaking YouTube.
David has said Scooter did a live stream on his own channel last night. He just had a few drinks and played Fortnite.
Good for him.
Yeah. And I'm also found out some Grok pointed out a few tricks that I can do to make my truck game run a little more efficiently with some memory adjustments I can set up in the profile so that it will be less likely to crash because of too many DLCs. And also suggested something I could do with the Windows 10 regarding giving more swap area. I'm like, okay, that helps a lot because I didn't think about changing the swap. And he said that there's a plugin for Turtle Wow to deal with the gamma issue. If you don't want to just change the gamma on the screen for other games, for the
Who are they? They're a
Google
bunch
Remote
of bad
Desktop.
actors, if you ask me. A bunch of very bad actors.
Oh yeah, we do. We're bad actors.
They are
Not
100%.
here, over there.
They're not even
failed
good at it. They're not.
No.
I don't know who the hell scouted these people. You know what I mean? Like Tina D, like can like pull it off. You know, whatever. I don't know. Like that's bad enough. But who the fuck are these like cyber nerd girl and like all these like other fucking people? Weird.
I don't know.
What about Cyrax? Is he on Locals? Because I don't know.
That's what they should get.
Yeah, they should. That would be hilarious.
Or maybe zombies. But anyway, the point is that you know, I don't know why they pull up these people are. Well, I mean, these people would be on sideshows to the circuses like a century ago. 2 centuries ago, they would be on the sideshows.
The audience at locales are men between 35 and 45.
Noodles is jealous he's not the worst star on YouTube anymore. I don't think he really was that.
The worst actor on YouTube anymore.
I never got that.
Hi, Ryan.
So I'm going to give that a try. Oh, but I got to get some violin practice in today too. So maybe after I do a little bit of violin practice, trying to do some bluegrass, maybe I'll try to just go ahead and then see if I can rosin up my electronic bow and go ahead and go to town on increasing my swap in Windows, and also install the plugin that's going to give me ability to increase the gamma on my monitor, so that when I play on Turtle Well on the screen, I can get a brighter screen for remote playing. They haven't played anything on Turtle Well remotely in a while, but sooner or later, I'm going to come back to the game because I always do.
Yeah.
I just alternate between everything.
Right. You need to get on that violin, Michelle. I really hope you've learned a tune by Christmas. Can we have a little tune by Christmas?
Well,
Just to, what are you doing?
Oh, it might be a tune, but it may not be
Na,
necessarily.
na, 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 na.
Maybe.
Well, you do that and I'll sing along.
Michelle, David, James, and Iva gave me $300 today this morning. So I told him we are going to do something special with it, and I told him that you were very happy that he gave you all that money for the thing that we went to.
Yeah.
So maybe we can do a trip to New York, Michelle. Maybe we can do like a Christmas in New York for them.
Well, we
You
still got the
do that?
Yukon vacation to schedule because we still have to go get the Trump Tower or down to Wall Street. And
Yeah, maybe we can make it. Maybe we can make it bigger than that. You know what I mean? Maybe we can do maybe we can go see the tree. Maybe we can go, whatever. They give us $300 in the show. 300.
well, what would you suggest? Rockefeller Center? I mean,
James, you are an amazing person. That is so generous.
how come David James doesn't come by here much? He does come by once in a while, but not much.
Michelle, this show is not for everybody, okay?
Yeah.
I can't.
Someone else
I can't
contacted me
explain
too,
it.
Michelle. Michelle, we try to tell you like maybe what people want you to do, maybe what they like.
No, so
You
this
do
show, yeah, there's a lot of boring moments on this show, Michelle, to be honest with you. A lot.
Yeah, but you know what, though? This what makes this show special for some people is it's easy to digest. It's just like...
When I talk to people, Michelle, and I say, do you want to go over to Michelle's? Why don't you go to... They usually say, oh, she just sits there and talks about fucking computer shit and it's boring.
Not necessarily. We don't always talk
Well,
about...
I'm just telling you what people have said to me.
That's why the new features of the summaries work out great. Did you look at the summary from yesterday's video? Pull it up. You'll be surprised. It even tells you which songs we sang. It's same thing with the Chris Bliss ones. It shows you the songs we sang. It shows you what they are in the timestamps. It shows you everything. So everyone says, "What the hell is you discuss?" Look at the description, because that's what the summaries. You'll sit there
So
and go,
you know, Tiger, you know what's gonna suck? I've been trying this. Like I've been playing Michelle on a loop, my live streams, and like people just drop off like flies. Michelle, they don't want it. I really think Michelle.
"Oh, why
we
don't
have
you
to get
show some of the
involved.
singing that we did yesterday? Me and Lummy
Yeah.
did, and Chris Bliss
So
did."
Michelle, I think that you have to have segments of the show that are gonna make you funny or fun to watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I know Grace
do
is
multiple
working on
times.
it too. He's also going to be making clips, but he's got to make sure that they're accessible to
No.
me so I can share them out.
No, the clips are fine, Michelle. Again, we can make clips, but we got to do segments, Michelle, where you're going to be funny and people are going to want to be there to see you do these segments, Michelle, every day.
Yeah. Give people a reason to want to come to the show, because, like, what's the difference in today and tomorrow's show and then the next day's show? Just very,
What's the
very all
difference
the same.
between Noodles Everyday shows and Surviving New York City? I mean,
He has different topics, Michelle.
I have
Covers
topics too.
different things.
We have topics too, Tiger. You know that.
Michelle, please, Michelle, no one's telling you this to like hurt your show or take anything away from you or turn you into
I'm
a
not trying.
lookout.
I know that they're not trying to hurt Michelle, but here's what I want make sure people understand. So let's clean the air here with the aerosol, which is this: we do have topics.
No, but Michelle, how about let's all get together and let's talk about maybe segments. You know what a segment is, Michelle?
Yeah,
Do you know what a segment is?
yeah, I know what a segment is.
Okay, so why can't we do like 3 or 4 segments at first? And you know,
Well, when
you
you
can go
mean a
off on
segment
your
about Michelle, I don't want to necessarily focus on just me, because I
It's
think
your
that's.
show.
Let me finish. Because I think that misses the whole point of what this channel is about. It's not just about me. It's about the community. It's about being a team.
Michelle, listen. So someone called me, and I wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't care. But someone called me, Michelle, and said, "Listen, I left the server because it's boring. The show's boring." Michelle, they're asking me to like, can you please do something or whatever. They're asking, Michelle. This is someone who's not a troll. This is somebody who is like a watcher, Michelle. I'm telling you. I promise you. No, I'm not fucking with you, Michelle.
Well, I'm going to tell you one thing. You got Yule coming up, and we still have very strong plans to go to Trump Tower for Yule and being in the hallway. And I still want that to happen. So we need to make that happen.
It's definitely not happening in the hallway. That is definitely not happening in the hallway of Trump Tower. I think we're going to get arrested, but
Yeah.
Well, we could do it back over there at Wall Street, or maybe
no,
even
Michelle,
Times
we can do
Square.
it outside Trump Tower, Michelle. Right outside Trump Tower. Right in the front.
We can do it outside of Trump Tower too, but make sure we can still go inside when it's too cold and when we're starting to freeze our asses off. You know, that's just the thing. People, you guys don't realize when you're out there, you're wearing that white dress in circlets. It's cold, especially when the wind's biting you, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna keep me calm, keep
Can we
cool.
Can we get you like a fur jacket, a fur coat? Or
I don't
something
have a
like
fur
that,
jacket.
Michelle?
I don't have a fur coat.
I wonder if we could get Gidgy to come and come back on the show.
Who's gonna pay for the airline ticket for Gidgy come all the way to New York City?
Not to come all the way to New York City, to come on the show.
I feel like we fucked her over somehow, you know.
I
Like
feel
I think
bad.
that wasn't my intention.
I do feel bad that she might feel I didn't support her much, but I could not stand that show. It was torture to watch.
I was just happy
Not
that she was
her
making money. I was so happy she was making money. She deserved it. She's an awesome person, etc. And I'm gonna be honest, the only reason why I watched the show is because of her. And then when they started pulling that shit out.
Yeah. And how many times they talk bad about us? Yeah, it's not been once. It's been.
We
a
did
few
it on the
times.
porch because we didn't have a choice
She
because
defended
we
us.
didn't go to New York then. But New York would be better to do it in New York because you're going to get more people. Did you remember the people actually stopped to take video when they were there? Did you not see that? There were people that stopped and were videoing the whole thing.
Yes, Michelle, it was wonderful.
That's
Fantastic.
the whole point. Is that if we did the same thing in New York, you know cameras are going to be coming out of pockets. You know that's going to get your name out there in lights. You can do that. But here, I did it on my porch. How many people remember the 2022 convocation? Originally, me and Stan were going to do it on the porch now. We were going to do it in Satan's Kingdom or at the Burr Pond. And the problem was... it was a little bit hard to do, so we just did it on the porch. That was 2023. Oh, right. 2023. But either way, it's so yes, New York
What was
City.
that one you did, Michelle, where you did the convocation and we were all sitting here, but you forgot to press play or something? Do you remember?
Oh
So
yeah.
you did the whole
No, that
thing
was
and
that
then-
wasn't in New York City. That was a few years before that. In
Yeah.
2021,
Yeah,
I
you
think.
went live and said, "Oh, I just did it all."
It was
I forgot to
inside
press
the
record.
house. It was inside the building, not outside. On convocation in New York City, we came out perfectly fine. We absolutely had done it. We nailed
It
it.
was amazing. It was amazing. It was the best one so far.
The best one
Tiger,
so
you
far. We
realize
gotta
I have a venue.
we gotta outdo it again. We have to.
I have a venue where Michelle can perform live, and I've told her multiple times she doesn't want to do it.
What does she have to do?
She's gonna get a stage. She's gonna get a sound system. All she's got to do, we got to get her a table, right? She's gonna do her live stream. She's gonna talk to everyone on the microphone at her venue, and she's gonna
I
do some
love it.
karaoke. She's gonna do dancing, and
Oh.
she's gonna we're gonna show the screen in the background of the commenters and all that stuff. Michelle,
What do you reckon, Michelle?
I
You
don't
get
mind. I
fog
don't have a
machines.
problem with that, but there's a couple of things about it which I want to remind people.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily only want to be the only one on stage. Okay, I really would like to have a co-host,
Michelle,
a
you can
co-partner.
invite people.
Yeah,
yeah.
you talk to the crowd, Michelle.
I mean,
You'll
Chris.
reach the
I mean,
whole
Chris
crowd.
Bliss wants to do it with me because let's look what happened when we had here on the 30th and the 3rd. We did a lot. We did pretty well. Really, if more people knew about the show on the 30th, they would have come. But they certainly didn't know Silver Moon was live, so that was help. But the 3rd was a little bit of a small crowd. It didn't really have a lot.
Yeah, well, you didn't really advertise any of it, did you? To be honest.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't go ahead and call up on all the cable channels and go, "Hey, Fox News, CNN, E Entertainment. We're going to be having a live show at Chris Bliss on December 3rd. Please, how much are you going to charge for advertising revenue? Oh, you want $1,000 a minute? It don't
I
have
didn't mean advertise like that. You get you can make posts on your YouTube page.
Yeah. I did. We did announce on the page. We also announced it on the morning show. We did.
Yeah,
But not
you
everybody
should have.
watches the morning show. So
Could
not
have been more
everybody...
yak about it.
So, like I said, I don't want to be the only one on stage. And Noodles, for the love of God, please do not turn it into a goddamn portrait stream. Okay? If you're going to have me on stage and say we can get a couple other co-dancers or something, I want it in landscape or standard 4:3 aspect ratio I'll tolerate. Because that way you can see it more or less on a regular size TV screen. I don't want...
Galaxy, do you fancy going down to New York with me and we can be the co-dancers?
Michelle, all you got to do is we bring your laptop there with us, right? We set up a table for you on the stage, Michelle. Smoke, fog machines, lights, all this crap, right? You go live. We're gonna have a screen behind you,
And
it's gonna show.
And also, here's the other thing: how much money is it going to cost us to get in to set up? I mean, yes, I know normally gigs pay us, but I wonder if the guys going to go.
Michelle, you could have a really good thing with this. You might be able to go on tour with this. You realize that, right?
You'd have to practice with her.
Well, yeah.
Michelle, I'd be on a stage with you. Don't worry.
Also, don't forget, I think Chris Bliss and me work good as a team too. I'd like to see him be part of it.
Yeah, we could, Michelle. We could have it could be like an hour or two, and you could do this, Michelle, and actually get paid to do it. You know, it might take us a few hours to get there. It's going to be like right on the Hudson River, Michelle. So there's going to be a lot of people there to see it, you know.
Yeah.
Think about the green notes, Michelle.
And then, Michelle, once you do this, you can take this and present it to places near you, and we could do it places near you.
Eventually we're going to have to go to Los Angeles. You know that, right?
Yes, I know.
So that means that we need to consider having a regular crew. We're going to have a crew. And in this case right now, like 2 to 3. You, maybe a musician like Chris Bliss, me, right now, the minimum 3. And then eventually you're going to want to get a sound guy. I can do sound for now, but...
Or Michelle, you just go to a venue that has all this stuff already, and you just show up with your laptop. And I will talk to them. I'll tell them what you need to perform.
Oh, I need a better laptop if it's going to be doing all the work, because I'm going to need an M1 Mac. I'm going to need an M1 MacBook. Or
Michelle, why is there always something? Why can you not say, yeah, that's not a bad idea? Or, yeah, I mean, well, I need this. Well, I need that. Well, there's going to have to be this. There's going to have to be that.
Blame the fact that Michelle is thinking ahead about 15 steps.
Michelle, you'll be going on tour, on mini tours. Wouldn't that be great?
Yes, it would be.
You could talk about Trump. You got some real good views there. You get very passionate when you talk about him.
And I also think it would be good for Chris Bliss too, because he wants to expand outward too.
Yeah, but Michelle, you could do a few songs.
Yeah, Michelle, you gotta make sure that he wants to do that, Michelle.
He has a job, Michelle.
Yeah.
As well.
Yes, I know he has a job.
You might not want to travel all the way to New York to play guitar.
If he wants to work with us, because I think he would when he's got free time. I'm sure if he can make more, Michelle, he's probably not going to make much more money in a gig than his job. No, probably not.
Well, Michelle,
I don't know what job he has.
You can sell your T-shirts. You can sell your pins.
I don't have any T-shirts printed to sell.
You would if you had a gig.
Yeah, I'd have to get it mass produced. I'd have to get let's say, maybe 100 shirts, like different sizes. Like the Virgo mug would probably sell. Maybe if you're a Virgo, but an Aquarius will want an Aquarius mug. The only two on the team is Aquarius. Is you and Carmen and Chris Bliss. Yeah, I know.
I'll take it. You can't get it. You get out. Get out, but you get it.
Yeah, you could sing a song, Michelle, and then you could do a whole show of you.
Do you want to start like Carmen on the street? To a point, I know she does, but the thing is that you know that you're likely to end up in the same problem that happened to me. Yeah. Overworked.
Michelle, just stay away from uppers, stay away from the booze, stay away from the drugs, Michelle.
Well,
that's all you gotta do. Stay away from the ladies.
Yeah. Like Carmen Miranda, remember?
Yeah, that's what happened to me. They worked me to death. They worked you to death. Fox 21st Century really worked Carmen harder than 20th Century Fox. I don't want to say that.
No, this is what I'm willing to do. All right, if Chris is willing to perform with you, I'll make a couple phone calls. I'll see if I can get something together. We'll see if we can get like a
I'd be willing to give it a try, but the one thing is, I don't want people to take me as a low moron. I'm not.
Michelle.
I'm not a moron.
Michelle, you're an entertainer, Michelle.
You're right.
You're
I'm an
entertaining
entertainer,
people.
but I'm also a human being, and I'm not just a face in camera.
You can tell them that.
And people should know this. Come on, guys. Unfortunately, Michelle, it doesn't work that way. Once you get up on the TV or on the camera, they sometimes forget you have a personal
Oh my God!
Carmen can tell them.
Out of it. God damn it!
So just be
I'm
careful.
sure Carmen can make a guest appearance.
I suspect I could make a guest appearance. Of course, I may make a guest appearance. What do you think I normally do?
Happy Carmen.
So let's see what you can do. Yeah. And also, I want to get maybe some local dancers because I still would like to get someone to help me do the samba Christmas.
Michelle,
song.
you're going to be the dancer.
Yes.
I would
when
be
you
one
get
of the
big.
dancers, but a dance troupe of at least two other
No,
dancers.
you don't start off like that. You start off in little clubs. You start off with nothing. And then
there's
you add to your performance.
Yeah. Tiger, there's a movie coming out about Neil Diamond starring Hugh Jackman, and how he was just basically he would just perform at weddings, Michelle. He started off very, very slow, Michelle. Very slow and low. And then Neil Diamond became like the greatest
what we also can do, Noodles, and this is definitely on my list, next Chiller Theater, we're renting a booth. And I'm not kidding
Michelle, have you
and
inquired
we're
about
gonna
that,
live stream here all 3 fucking days.
Okay, Michelle, but have you even inquired about it?
Well, we need to do that. As Jean-Luc Picard would say, make it so, number one. I want to see that happen. And right now would be the time to start asking a question about that. Because we need to know how much they need for the booth space. I think he just dropped off the face of the earth.
Yeah, he did. All right. Well, it's nearly 12, so I'm getting going. Have a great day.
It is almost 12. Yeah, and by the way, I'll let you know what Jimmy's going to do with the floor. Right now, he hasn't said anything. He had the guy come look at the floor.
How long?
No, but let me just say one thing, Tiger. I don't mind doing this, but here's the part I think Noodles doesn't understand. What? I want to go there. I want to put my best. I want to put my heart and soul into this. I don't want to appear as a local moron. You know what I'm saying?
Which is why you rehearse.
Forget local. We're talking about a low ron. I'm not a low ron. I'll never be a low ron. I don't ever want to be one. I just want to be me. I want to have a good time. I want to have.
You would have a show that's kind of scripted. You'd know.
It would be kind of scripted. We'd have a goal. We'd have like a play order. Like a script. In a sense, is here's the routines we're doing: intro, news, fun, games, music, and then hasta la vista, baby. That sounds good. Yeah. And the thing is that Michelle doesn't want to do is she doesn't want people to think she's a low ron. I love your word. LOLRON. A low ron.
The thing is,
it's like a local moron combo.
Well, you wouldn't do anything you didn't feel comfortable with, would you?
Yeah. We don't want to do anything that's uncomfortable because we don't want to see Michelle fall into that
nobody's asking you to, but nobody's asking you to do anything you're uncomfortable with. I don't want you to do anything stupid.
Yeah.
Just be you, Michelle. That's all you got to be, is you.
Well, that's what we're trying to do. But we also want to show us a good side of YouTube too, which people don't really see a lot of anymore. I mean, there's a lot of YouTubers now, especially in a lot of the content on YouTube right now is suffering. But it's not because they're falling away. It's because of the algorithm. But the thing is, the channels that sell good are the ones that I think Noodles does and Low Cal Queens does. And I don't want to feed into that algorithm. I don't want to feed into that, I'm a low run, and I'm going to sell my soul for the views and the clicks. I don't want to sell my soul for the views and clicks. But what I want to do is I want people to feel happy about themselves, have a good time, and when the show is over, feel that they feel better. I know, like Emily came on this morning. She was very clear. She said to me, I come here because you make me feel better. And so did a few other people, because we feel like we're a community, and we are. I want to keep that. I want to keep the positive energy. I don't want to see it turn into becoming a low Ron.
Well, then don't do anything you don't want to do. Simple.
Right.
All right, I'm off. Bye.
No, I don't have baked beans, and no, I hate baked beans. They're disgusting. Oh, yeah, she doesn't like baked beans at all. No. I like lima beans. I like lentils. I mean, it's the sauce. It's the sauce texture that just creeps me out. But the beans don't really bother me. So, yeah, I'm going to give it a try. But like I said, I don't want people to keep getting the wrong impression of who we are or what we do. You know, and a lot of people forget about that. 22 people on here. So right now we'll stay on a little longer. There's no reason not to. So like I said, Noodle's idea is great, but I want to plan it. I want to plan it perfectly. It's the Virgo in me. I'm sorry. I want to plan this perfect. I want it exactly perfect. Well, as best you can get anyway. Or at least everything, you know what your routine is. You got at least 2 backup plans in case something fails. You don't go out there and go, oh shit, everything broke. Oh, what are we going to do? And the Virgo in me says, hold my beer. We got it covered. I already got a backup plan. But as far as laptops go, let's talk about that real quick. I need, actually, I do want a new laptop. The one I got is from old Intel Celeron. It's old, it's crufty, fine for watching views on YouTube. But if you're going to be using it to do more than just playing music, if you want to start using it as a sequence to do camera angles and stuff like that, you're going to want an M1 or an M2 Mac. Well, your M1's been working fine with 16 gigabytes of RAM, so there's no reason you couldn't get a secondhand MacBook with an M2 or M1, like a MacBook, not the Air, but the little bit better one. Exactly. One with the MagSafe charging port, one with the SD card slot, one with a USB-A connector, several USB-C ports on it. That's what you need. Because then you'll be able to plug in everything into it. You'll be able to install more memory. You can't install memory, I know. So you gotta buy the memory in it. Even this Mac Mini, it's got 16 gigabytes of RAM in it. I really want to get a Mac Mini Pro or a Mac Studio, because 32 gigabytes of RAM for some games, when I play every few games I play, means I won't hit the swap as hard. Yeah, I'm sorry, Galaxy Eyes. I don't try to be funny. We try to be we want everything so right. So it's kind of sometimes makes us eat humble pie when we gotta go, I guess it's as good as it's gonna get. When deep down you're saying inside, I want better than this. And then you have to look at the reality, like we did with the kitchen floor. He doesn't have any floor laying experience. He's never done a floor in his life. You asked him to lay a floor. He did the best he knew how. He messed up. okay. And then you have to swallow your humble pie and go, oh, that's good enough. It did meet its objective. You don't trip over it anymore. I don't trip over it, right? So that's what I mean. I achieved my goal. I don't trip over my floor. That was the whole goal. Goal done. Goal's fine. Now we gotta do the other floors the same way. I'm currently suffering from some overthinking. Yeah, I know. Ay, what can I say? It's a Virgo way, overthinking every day. Just like my coffee cup says. Oh, I never showed you that cup, did I? I'll show you that real quick. Speaking of cups, you can buy these. And cups might sell a lot better than t-shirts. Because these, I have other cups somewhere now, I don't know where they are, but this. Let me switch cameras so you can see this. But you know damn well, if I sell cups and t-shirts, there are gonna be people gonna go, hey, we want one for every 12. We want for every 12 zodiac sign. Really? Yeah. Oh, Michelle, I'm a Taurus. I need a Taurus cup. But I'm not a Taurus, right? How am I supposed to make a Taurus cup? You can't. You can't. All right, so here's the cup. This is available in my store. You can buy this. See, you can buy this. This cup is in the store. It says, what can I say? It is the Virgo way, always thinking every day. Maybe I should actually change it to say overthinking every day. But we do think every day, and that's what we do. That's how we do things. We're used to doing that. We're always 5 steps ahead. We always just do that. I mean, I'm sure Hammer Nails has done the same thing at construction sites. He's probably looked at the job and said, oh shit, like the house he just dealt with. I gotta take this carpet up. Check. Well, what's underneath? Is it subfloor? Is there another floor underneath this? You know, it turned out it was a subfloor. A very dirty one, because the stains are soaked in there. And said he already had planned to rip the rug up. Check. Subfloor is a mess, needs to be cleaned up so at least it doesn't smell bad. And then put the new deluxe grade simulated floor final sound. You know, pop, 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 pop. Done that. Figured out what he had to cut around for any angles like heat registers or baseboard radiators and plan ahead. That's what it is. We plan ahead. We always do, you know. And it's a blessing and a curse. Yes. Here's where it's a curse. We give up so much of our own time and self to help others that sometimes we forget about our own needs. Because we are focused on being humanitarian. We want to make other people happy at sometimes at our own expense. It doesn't mean that we're bad people, because we're not. Most Virgos you meet will always be there trying to help the community. But when it comes to saying to their own selves, hey, you need to do something. And it's like, nah, it's not as important. Well, I'll tell you what I did last night, which I thought was very, very, very important. You know what that is?
Oh, yeah!
We hung up all the dresses that were on the floor. Finally, in the closet. We also took a few dresses to the tip as well, or at least put it out in the corner, including the black dress, the one with all the lace patterns on it. Here's why. That dress is falling apart. Okay, the lace piping was coming off. It was stained. It was going to be almost impossible to clean it. I just looked at it, I said, it didn't have any major tears in it, but it did have a rip. And I was like, this looks terrible. It's terrible. I said, I got so many new dresses, I don't need to wear that old one. So I just threw it in the trash and said, I'm done with you. I mean, why do you have to wear a black dress that looks like something that came out of a dumpster, especially if you were to do what Noodle suggested? You want to be dressed nice and smartly, and you want to look good. That means ratty-tatty old clothing is not gonna cut it.
Oh, yeah!
You don't necessarily need to be wearing the most expensive stuff from Macy's, but you don't want to wear shit either. You know, like, especially if you're going out there on the road, right? You're saying to the audience, hey, look, yeah, I'm poor, I'm busting my ass to get ahead, but I at least try to put a good image out so people can see at least I give a care about my own appearance. Good morning, Portabanza. Welcome. Welcome to the show today. I mean, it's something to think about. And the most important thing is, let's not forget one thing about us. We do a lot of self-sacrifice. If we'll help anybody, we have patience to a point. And if we see that our effort is going in vain to somebody who doesn't want to or doesn't appreciate it, eventually we just give them a cold shoulder. We just kind of distance ourselves and say, I'm not wasting my time anymore with you. Because, I mean, I give you suggestions and you just go, yeah. Like my landlord, right? How many times do I keep going and give him suggestions anyway? And he keeps going, yeah. Well, eventually I'm going to say, no. Because, I mean, it's exhausting, especially if you care about somebody, right? You do this because you love people. It's even more hard when it's people you truly, genuinely love. You know that you want the best for them. And it's a real stab to the gut when they basically just kind of go, da. And then do nothing. It's just weird. It just is weird. So, I hope that something works out. As far as the people that have misunderstandings on what this channel is, I really would like to see you take a chance to read through the channel description, the video descriptions, because I put a lot of work in to have the summarizer go through them now manually. I update them when I see them, and I update them sometimes one at a time. Right now, it's the new videos that are getting the summarizer on them because I do that manually. Old videos, I haven't done that with yet. So, if I get a chance, I'm going to see if I can find a way to automate the process. But it makes mistakes. For example, it's when we were talking about Gemini Gem's hand yesterday, it thought I was talking about someone named Gemini Jim. No, it's Gemini Gem. I had to make the correction in the summarizer out, but because it was wrong. I had the wrong spelling. I had the wrong name. And so that's what we do, you know. So as far as the Noodles lady goes, I'm not against it. But I'm not going to be your Loron either. LOLRON. As a local moron. I'm not going to be that. I insist that I do not be treated like a Loron. Okay? I am here because I love being and giving and sharing and being a strength to so many people. That's what makes this channel succeed. It's not because it does slapstick or does stupid stuff. I'm not saying we don't have stupid stuff. We do, but we don't go to that level. We're totally giving up our dignity. And that's not what we do. If I laugh with you, that's great. But if you're laughing at me and I'm not happy, that sucks. Oh, yeah! And that's dehumanizing. So let's keep that in mind. No, I think it's time to get ready to wrap up. Yeah, I'm down to 14. So, first of all, let's get to the very quick blessings here. May all of you have a safe day wherever you may be today. Watch out for rough ice, black ice, monsters that want to make you slide away. Be protective of your soul. Be protective of your friends. But most important of all, be protective of your dignity and what you stand for. I agree with all of that. And let's not forget that always be there for your friends, family, but don't let them walk over you with cleats either. Show your strength, show your generosity and kindness. And even if it doesn't seem like anybody remembers it, it always settles out in the wash in the end. The service is over. Time to go. Peace, kind, love, and don't forget to party on, dude. How you doing, Carmen? I'm fine. And by the way, glad you finally stood up and said what you needed to say. Absolutely. I appreciate your honesty and your kindness of both of you. So let us get going and do the things that we need to do. And like they said, be excellent to one another. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.
Michele Marie Dalene, I will always be there for you. Michele, never stop believing in yourself. Go out there and show the world what you can do. Go kick some ass and have a good time doing it. I love both of you so much. I love how far you have come on YouTube.
In the summer's embrace, she finds her way. Twisting and turning, she won't let pain sway. With love for the music and fire in her soul, she